Back with us now from the Texas Department of Public Safety, Lieutenant Christopher Olivarez. Your reaction to the story we brought to viewers earlier this week, and now the TSA is confirming it, that it does let illegal immigrants fly on U.S. airplanes using arrest warrants or deportation warrants as ID at airport security checkpoints. Your reaction to this story?
Well, great to be with you, Liz, and again, thanks for having me on. So this is not surprising, to continue to see these motives from the federal government take place, especially going into 2022. We saw these motives play out in 2021 with the cancellation of the Remain in Mexico policy, the cancellation of border wall contracts, and now we're seeing this. It's very disappointing that we have a government that is now allowing this to take place while we're putting mandates on Americans that are in this country legally, but we're allowing this to take place for those that are illegally entering the country. So it's very disappointing to see that this is taking place and that it's going to continue to take place throughout this year.
Lieutenant, and by the way, thank you for your service to our country. What are the safety problems with this? I mean, the Border Patrol and, individuals like you and the National Guard, they're under duress. There's a lot of stress and strain. Could an MS-13 gang member slip through the cracks and get on an airplane and fly to whatever state the White House is sending using an arrest warrant?
Well, of course. I mean, we're seeing that right now. We saw that throughout 2021 with over 500,000 reported gotaways. Now, keep in mind, those are only reported gotaways. We're still got to take into account those that go undetected, those that don't hit off any sensors or any cameras. And we're seeing criminal gang members come across the border. We've apprehended criminal gang members, potential terrorists that have come across that Border Patrol has been able to apprehend, but also MS-13, as you just mentioned. We've encountered those individuals that enter the country that mixed in with these groups of illegal immigrants that are coming across. So that's going to happen.
So they could get on a plane.
Right.
So they could get on a plane using their arrest warrant. Using an arrest warrant as their ID. You're saying they could get on a plane and end up in any city or state. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct. There's a high probability of that, Liz. And the thing is that you're allowing an arrest warrant as a form of an ID. That right there alone, I mean, that should not be taking place. I mean, an arrest warrant, that means that individual has an arrest warrant. That individual should be placed under arrest, not be allowed to board a plane. But again, that's going to be an opportunity that these criminal organizations are going to take full advantage of. They're going to have these criminal gangs come across and try to board these planes so they can make it further into the country. So that is a national security threat. And again, that's what we're going to continue. That's what we're going to see play out this year, and it's off to a bad start.
Lieutenant, just on a personal, by the way, we're just a generation away from 9/11, right? I mean, I come from a fireman family. On a personal note, I never talk about it. My sister lost her brother-in-law, a fireman, from 9/11. Her husband had to dig him out. And, they found the body, right? So that was a good thing. Right. We're just a generation from that. Those terrorists came in on visas. The Texas synagogue terrorists came in on a visa. Now we've got gotaways. Now we've got the former acting Border Patrol Commissioner, Mark Morgan, saying the number of illegal immigrants is understated. It's not 2 million. He's saying it's more like 3 million, but it's because it doesn't count the 600,000 or so gotaways. It's on track to be 700,000 gotaways. What do you say to that?
Well, he's absolutely right. And we talk about those are reported gotaways. Remember, keep in mind, again, for the American people, for the viewers to understand, there are also potential illegal immigrants that are coming across that go undetected, that don't hit off any sensors, that don't hit off any cameras. And again, we're not going to know who they are or where they end up. But over 500,000 reported gotaways, that just really puts it in perspective of who's coming into our country when you have potential criminal gang members, MS-13, cartel members, potential terrorists that are entering this country. And again, we don't know where they end up or where they're at. But that's why it's very vital that we have this Operation Lone Star, which was launched by Governor Abbott because of this activity that's taking place along the border. The federal government has not taken any action. They failed to safeguard Americans in the entire country. And that's why the state of Texas is having to step in and do its part to try to protect this border and try to protect the entire country. Because again, our men and women are on that river are the first line of defense for these individuals that are coming across into this country.
I mean, we just feel for you guys, what you guys are facing, the Border Patrol, everybody down there, trying to do the right thing, the ranches, the ranchers, the neighborhoods, the communities, hit with crime, their property values going down. Your final word on this, sir. How does this turn around? Final word.
Well, Liz, unfortunately, right now, the way things have started off this year in 2022, we know for a fact that the federal government is not going to take any action. They have essentially turned their back on this crisis right now, and that's why we're having to step in and fulfill the needs of this operation.
Lieutenant Olivarez, thanks for your service to our country. Come back soon. We'll have you on again.